And happy Friday to you. I'm Shelley Whitehead here on the Owatonna Today Show. What we want to do is start off thanking our sponsors, those people who have stepped up and said, hey, we like what you're doing, we'd like to be a part of it. So we'd like to say a shout out to our premier supporters, City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, United Way of Steele County. Thank you to them, as well as thank you to our primary supporters. They do include Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Coda Living Community, and Park Place Senior Living, Little Theater of Owatonna. Thank you to them. We, of course, could not do this without our interlude supporters. They include Abraham Consulting and Technology, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Meager and Tim Thomas of Brick Meager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House and Clare Bridge of Owatonna, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher & Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator, Pizza Ranch of Owatonna, Profinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, the Third Hand Incorporated Video and Productions, and TPS Insurance. Thank you to each and every one of those businesses for helping us bring quality programming to your area. If you do like what you see, we'd love for you to go to those businesses, thank them, tell them that you saw them on the Owatonna Today Show, and make sure they understand what a valuable service this is. If you would like to be a part of our team, we'd love to have you. All you have to do is contact Leanne Alt at 390-5751. Let her know. We also do take private donations. If you'd still like to see if you like what you see and you'd like to keep it going, you can send us a donation to the Owatonna Today Show at 1130 North Elm Avenue in Owatonna, 55060. We have a good show coming up for you today. We're going to be speaking with Amy Swain and talking about how you can improve your hearing, as well as Steve Davis from Walser Chevrolet, a brand new communities enhancement and opportunity for you to find out what's going on 14. You'll see some great construction going on. So stick with us. We'll be right back on the Owatonna Today Show.
And Branstad and Company, certified public accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hi, this is Laura Ressler greeting you from the Steele County Historical Society's History Center, where we're honoring the past and looking towards the future. We're proud to be a sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. It's Leanne on the go for the Owatonna Today Show, and judging by what you see on camera right now, ear canal, stirrup, eustachian tube, can you guess where we're at? Yes, we are here at our supporters' new office, Amy Swain Hearing Centers. Hi, Amy. Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing just swell, and of course, we're recording this a week early, and we're waiting for our next snowstorm here, so we're just trying to kind of grin and bear it. But anyway, you have moved your office, and it is a really lovely, lovely site. Tell us about that.
Well, I moved 2 doors down from where I was before because I wanted to have more space to expand more services to provide help for helping people hear better.
Okay.
I now have 3 rooms that I can work out of personally. One room is going to be for making modifications to hearing aids and doing some very small repairs,
okay.
As well as cleaning the hearing aids. Another room I will use for my hearing tests, and I've got the soundproof booth in there.
Right.
A third office is more of a clerical type area where I can sit and do a little bit of putting my notes in charts and that type of thing. But eventually I've grown to the point where someday I'm going to have to get some help, so I got to have space for that person before they get here.
So you're kind of planning for the future kind of thing. And I have to say, I mean, you had a nice, cozy little office before, and we've taken our viewers there to see it. This is just really a wonderful, open, spacious space. And I'm going to pan over here. As you walk in the door, you'll see this large room, which you've kind of, with chairs, divided into 2 sections. And right here we have the very inviting waiting room. Lots of bright light coming in through the doors. And then this second area,
you have purposely set up to be what?
Kind of an educational center.
Oh, good.
So even if somebody is just starting to think about a hearing aid, they don't really want to come in and have a consultation with me. They can certainly come in here and find materials that they can read about hearing loss.
Okay.
I've got brochures talking about just general hearing information that they can help themselves to. I've got a lot of the different brands featured up here if they want to look
Okay.
at what those brands are all about.
Because and you do that because you don't just sell one brand of hearing instrument.
Correct. I sell
Okay.
many different brands of hearing aids. I've got, Siemens, Widex, Oticon, Resound, Phonak, Unitron. I learn about all of the different products because I want to find the best one that works for my
Okay.
client.
Great.
And not everybody's the same, so you can't go by what your friend has. You have to go by what you need and what your lifestyle is all about.
That's very, very true. And then how much do you want a higher maintenance hearing aid, a lower of course, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they all require the same amount of maintenance, but it's always helpful to have choices. I like to have choices in my life, and I'm sure your customers like to have the choices that you offer them as well.
Correct, yeah. They all require about the same kind of maintenance. You need to bring it in about 3-4 times a year just to clean it and do
Okay.
a deep cleaning. We do that at no charge for all of our clients. And so there is that maintenance on any hearing aid, but most of the time it's just certain features that you would have for your lifestyle, things like reducing some of the background noise, whether you have controls on the hearing aids or not. What types of controls are they? Maybe there's some dexterity issues where you need a larger control in order to
Okay.
do the functions on the hearing aid. So there's many, many different choices.
Okay. And I know my father just came in to see you. He just got back from his winter Texas home, and he was having issues with a little tube staying down in his ear. And one of the reasons why that you thought he needed some help with is the tubes needed to be a little bit thicker.
Yes.
And so if you need modifications like that, Dad came in, there was no charge, and he's a happy camper again.
Good. He's happy for now.
Right, until
Until the need for something else comes
Right.
up. But that's what we're here for. Other things I wanted to do in this area, first of all, there's products that you can buy to help keep your hearing aid dry during the summer months. It's a dry aid kit. It's just a jar full of desiccant beads that keep the hearing aid dry. So people can kind of come in this area and look at these things. There's battery testers, and there's little air blowers to dry out the hearing aid, all that type of thing. But I think one of the most interesting things that I'm trying to get started more and more is I've got several books that talk about hearing loss, and one in particular that I think people might find interesting is, ototoxic drugs. We're on so many different types of medications, they might want to be
Oh.
aware of what drugs might be affecting their hearing if they have a hearing loss. So this is just a very good resource. If they want to look through this, they can ask me about it. But, I've got all kinds of information where they can come and see. I've also got noise protection, the simple little yellow sponges.
Oh, okay. Hearing protection for,
If you're mowing the lawn,
that's true. And we forget about that because you can get a high decibel level just from mowing your lawn, even with a push mower.
absolutely. So these types of things, just very inexpensive but very effective. You could also go so far as to have a custom-made noise plug, the kind where it fits exactly in your ear and it has a cord that hangs down the side from either side. I make those as well, so if people want that instead of the little sponges, I can
Okay.
do that for them as well.
And that would be something that for the individuals in town who work in manufacturing environments where they are required by the OSHA laws to wear hearing protection. And I know I've gone in and filmed in various companies with my other business, and I have to wear the hearing protection that's provided. And sometimes those little foamy things they don't fit quite right. They slip out, and so it would behoove someone who works regularly in a loud manufacturing area to actually come in and have you custom made some hearing protection for them.
Absolutely. We even have things like musician plugs where it's a filter in there that allows them to hear the frequencies accurately without, how would you say it, distorting the music.
Okay.
It filters it out appropriately so people can use them while they play music or in the bands or if they're a drummer or a guitarist
Okay.
to protect their hearing.
And is that similar to what you see on TV with some of the national performers? They have these little ear plugs in their ears. Is that partly what that is, or is that giving them the melody itself so that they can stay on pitch with their songs?
Partly what you see, like if you watch American Idol or The
Right.
Voice or something like
Right.
that, those are usually music monitors that plug right into the system so that they
Okay.
can hear all of the music that's being played
Okay.
in a more accurate fashion. But the musician plugs would be more for somebody that's playing in a band or that type of thing that isn't needing to monitor. They're not singing. They don't need to monitor the other people's music.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's the difference. I've always wondered, and I'm glad you could answer that question for me.
Yeah.
So now you have a screen here.
I have a
and tell us
screen.
what this is all about.
Well, I can put in flash drive movies here and play them just to give information on certain things. I'll have a few choices later on. I need to get that all set up. I'm still in the process of getting everything put
Because
where I
you've
want
just
it.
recently moved within
Yeah.
the last week or so.
But eventually what this will have is little videos on, how to clean your own hearing aid, how to put the hearing aid in your ear, those types of things that
Oh,
people can sit
wonderful.
and watch while they're in the lobby. I've got, of course, the anatomy picture up here, and then one that they could sit down and see more closely if they'd like, with a little bit more information.
Okay, so that they can understand better exactly how their ear operates, and then what the hearing aid is going to do to help them replace the hearing ability that they've lost.
Correct, yeah. I also have samples of hearing aids out here, different brands and styles. One of these things that's quite interesting, and it's just a card that they can look at that kind of tells them where they should fall in their technology level. Like the simpler circuits that aren't as expensive as the higher end ones, it'll show you what kind of activities are good for that particular unit. If they get a basic unit, it's going to work very well for them in quiet situations at home or just one-on-one. But as they get into the more difficult listening situations, such as parties and listening to music and riding around in the car, it may indicate to them that if they're doing a lot of those activities, they might want to spend more on the hearing aid to make it more sophisticated and to deal with all that background noise.
Right, exactly. And I know we took my father out for his 88th birthday on Saturday to a restaurant, and we waited in the bar until our table was ready, and there was a tremendous amount of background noise, and so he switched the setting on his hearing aid so that it wasn't as annoying to him. And then when we got seated at our table, then he switched it back because and that makes a huge, huge difference.
It does. Just to be able to do those types of things is very helpful for people that have a hard time.
Okay, well, we have less than 30 seconds left, Amy, so tell us again where you have moved to and whatever other information you would like our audience to know about your move and your business.
Sure. I'm at 685 West Bridge, which is where I was before, next to Tori's.
Okay.
It's just a couple doors closer to Tori's restaurant now.
Right.
So it's behind the Taco Bell. My phone number is 507-451-3879, and I'm having an open house with some special pricing April 29th to May 3rd. So if you're looking for some help with your hearing and need a hearing aid, I'd love to help you out.
Okay, great. Well, Amy, thank you so much for spending this time with us again. We certainly appreciate you as a supporter of the Owatonna Today Show. And everyone, come on down and see Amy Swain's new office, attend her open house. And Amy, we look forward to having you on the show the next time.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty. And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna. And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, Ann Plaskanko here from Senior Place. Senior Place has new hours. Mondays and Fridays we're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Participate in Zumba Gold, Bike Club, table tennis, computer classes, speakers, and much more. Don't forget the Senior Place Partnership Program with 39 businesses giving discounts and incentives with your Senior Place membership card. Membership is only $35 for the year, which comes to just $3 a month to be a member. Consider joining us today.
Have you talked to your teen about marijuana lately? Maybe you should. Regular marijuana use can sap a teen's motivation to learn. Users do not live up to their potential and drop out of positive activities. Marijuana affects memory and learning and stays in your system for weeks. Marijuana also affects judgment and perception. Reaction time when driving is reduced by 41% after smoking one joint and 63% after smoking two, affecting the safety of your teen and other drivers on the road. You need to talk to your teen about the effects of marijuana use. It's not just a harmless high. For more information, please contact the Steele County Safe and Drug-Free Coalition.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, my name's Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I do have Steve Davis with me. He is with Walser Chevrolet-Buick. How are you doing today?
I'm well.
Okay, right now your name tag says Myrtle, Minnesota. Is that where you were born, or is that going to change sometime?
That's kind of where I was born. I grew up on a farm just south of Myrtle, which is down south and a little bit east of Albert Lea.
So just kind of lets people, when they walk in, know kind of you're a small town hometown.
Well, a little bit, and it's part of the Walser philosophy. We copied this from Disneyland, actually. So, you know, it's a name recognition, a conversation starter. And I found it highly helpful here in Owatonna because I am from a small farming community. And amazingly, a lot of people know where that little town of 60 people is. So.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Well, Steve, we're here to talk about Walser because it's a brand new business to the area. It did take over an existing business, but you as Walser are new. So let's talk a little bit about the Walser company itself. Start with that one, would you please?
Walser was organized in the 1950s by Jack Walser, currently run by his two sons, Paul and Andrew. Based out of the Twin Cities. All of the other Walser locations are in the Twin Cities area, and this is our first venture outside of the metro area. And we chose Owatonna by design prior to choosing a dealership to acquire within Owatonna. And we chose Owatonna because it's a vibrant economic community. St. Cloud 20 or 30 years ago was very similar to Owatonna, and it has exploded. We see the same thing happening here in Owatonna, and congratulations to the planners of this community because they've done a great job from an economic standpoint.
Okay, so we have, you chose Owatonna, and you're bringing this company to Owatonna. You're going to be building a new facility.
We are, just south of Cabela's. Started Monday this week. You maybe saw some drainage work being done there. Yes, Lake Walser is being drained. And affectionately named. I'm going to get some more signage on the block that you see out there, but roughly 6 months from now, we should be in our new location, 38,000 square feet, room for 500 cars. Be a gorgeous, gorgeous facility, and we'll do a lot of partnering with Cabela's. So.
Well, and let's talk a little bit about what sets Walser apart from other car dealerships. You obviously coming to Owatonna and building a brand new facility, but it's not just about the cars, is it? It's more of a philosophy that you have for the people who walk in the door.
It really is. What Walser is a dealership that truly cares about the customers that it has. Our philosophy is not to sell one customer one car or service one car one time. Our philosophy is truly to create a relationship with that customer so that they buy not only this vehicle from us, but they had such an excellent experience that they buy their next vehicle and all of their vehicles. Tell their family and friends. The vast majority of our business is repeat referral. And we try very hard to make a transparent experience at our store. About 8 or 9 years ago, we went to the one price philosophy. Our prices are clearly marked on all of our vehicles. That's to give you a fast, fair, negotiation-free buying experience. Most customers tell us that they hate the hassle and haggle that you get at traditional dealerships. And I, as a buyer, before I got into this business about 9 years ago, bought cars, and I went through that negotiation process, and I considered myself fairly savvy, but always went home wondering how many $100 bills I left on the table, because a dealer always has more knowledge, more information than a customer does, even in today's
Well, and we were
internet.
talking about that. You're getting a lot more educated people walking in the door. They've done research on the internet. They kind of know. So the one price philosophy makes sense because they can come and say, yeah, that's a fair price. I've seen it other places. This makes sense.
Absolutely. 95% of our customers have looked at either the new or used vehicle that they're looking at. They've looked at our vehicles and pricing. They've looked at our competitors' vehicles and pricing. This is especially true on used vehicles that the customers say, well, you can come down a $500, or the dealer always knocks off, overprices their used cars. And the reality of life is I can't overprice my used cars, because if my car is priced above the market, you're not going to come look at it.
No.
Because you've already seen it on the internet and you've seen other cars like it. The difference between new and used is every used car is truly unique. There are no two used cars that are identical. When you get to new cars, new cars are more identical. So
has that changed also how you interact with the customers as they walk in the door? Because you know that they're having a little bit more education when they walk in. Does that make them a better prepared customer?
Most of the customers are better prepared, and if you have a customer coming in on a truly unique vehicle, we have a 2007 Shelby GT on our floor lot today. If somebody comes in on that, the odds are they're going to know more about that car than any of my salespeople.
Because it is unique.
Because it's unique. Or I have a Dodge diesel pickup. Somebody comes in on that car, they're going to know more than our customer service representative, which is another thing. Our customer service representatives are paid on salary. They're not commission-based.
Isn't it?
Very unique, because in a traditional dealership, a salesperson's compensation is based on a percentage of the profit that's made on either the new or used car. So their whole goal is to get you in a car that they can make more money on, not necessarily one that is best for your needs. So at Walser, our salespeople are paid on a salary, and there are incentives that are related to customer service. But their whole goal is to help you find exactly the right car for you, not one that they can make more money on. And the first part of their process is meeting you, greeting you, telling you how we do business, what sets us apart. The prices of our cars are based on current market condition, availability, color, and age of inventory. And then they sit down and go through a short interview process with you, and during which they find out how you use your vehicle, who's driving the vehicle, and how it's the best vehicle that fits for your lifestyle. Finding your needs, because every car buying experience is the nexus of it, the beginning of it is, I need to replace the car that I have. It's breaking down, it's getting too old, I'm afraid of it losing value, whatever, or it doesn't fit my family. A huge number of car purchases are driven by children added to the family, or children going away and going to college.
You don't need the minivan anymore.
Don't need the minivan anymore, or the big SUV.
Yeah.
So the experience, the interview process is highly important. That's the need. Every car buying experience also has an emotional side to it. Most of our Americans love our cars, and it's hard not to weigh that. So part of the customer service person's duty or job is to help you line the needs that you have and marry them with the emotions.
And so this is what sets you. So it's because you're new to the community. You're looking for people just to come in and talk, to find out what you're like, and then of course in 6 months hopefully see a new facility. But right now, where are you located at?
We're located on 19th Street, just across from the fairgrounds. If you were sitting in the bleachers and look due south, you'll find us. It's at the prior Hirsch location.
Okay.
We acquired Hirsch, the Hirsch organization, December 1st.
Okay, so that's where people can find
That's
you.
where people can find us.
Okay.
It's a kitty corner from Hy-Vee if you don't know where the fairground is.
I think they know. I think we're good with that. Steve, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. It was a pleasure
You bet.
meeting you.
Thank you for
pleasure.
letting me come in.
Anytime. All right, we'll be right back with some community service announcements, so please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Amy Martinez.
And I'm Adam Martinez, owners of Snap Fitness in Owatonna.
Snap Fitness is a fast, convenient, and affordable fitness center, and we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
And now we're going to take a quick look at some community service announcements. At the Owatonna Arts Center, it's the Friends Luncheon on May 8th with speaker Jimmy Reagan. The Friends of the Arts Center invites you to attend the Spring Luncheon on May 8th. It's a gourmet lunch that will be served this year, and the speaker is Jimmy Reagan and his mother Peg. Jimmy is the middle child of 5, and he is autistic. He's been sick and isolated much of his life until he started to discover art. And his artwork has received international recognition. His work is inspired by Van Gogh, Matisse, and Picasso. He's also spoken about his paintings to Target executives and large groups. This is Friday, May 8th, and it's an opportunity for you to kind of see how art can impact and change a person's life. The Retrofit Company's recycling collection is Saturday, the 18th of May from 8 to noon. It's at 1010 Hoffman Drive. They will take fluorescent lamps, batteries, lead acid batteries, thermostats, ballistics, appliances, window AC units. A lot of these things are things that they will charge for, but it's a great place for you to get rid of them and safely. They will recycle these things. Things that are free include printers, laptops, hard drives, keyboards, mice, speakers. This is Saturday, May 18th. Look for the TRC trucks in the parking lot at the old Walmart building. And Smokin' in Steele County, it's Lisa Mann and her really good band, the Altered Five. It's at the Beer Garden at the Owatonna. It's an opportunity to have some fun, May 31st to June 1st, pancake breakfast on June 2nd. It's $10 in advance, 2 days, $8 at the door. There's all sorts of events going on, so make sure you check out Smoking in Steele County coming up very soon on May 31st through June 1st. Scholarship for Nancy Schroit Memorial Scholarship is available. It's annually given to people who are high school seniors. So if you are a high school senior and you'd like to apply for this, you can check out with your OHS Career Center. It is in memory of Nancy Schroit, who lost her 4.5-year battle with cancer in the winter of 2001. She was a 30-year career teacher in the Owatonna Public Schools. So if you want more information, do contact your high school counselor. First aid and CPR certification is coming up Monday, May 20th from 6 to 10 at Riverland College in Owatonna. It's $95 per person. It does include a book and CPR card. You might need this if you're going to be a lifeguard, a masseuse, aerobic instructors, a lot of opportunities for those who do attend. And of course, if you'd like to be part of it, the 2013 Flower Baskets for the Owatonna area is an opportunity for you to be a part of making Owatonna beautiful. Contact the Owatonna Chamber of Commerce for more information. We will see you on Monday when we talk about a 4th grade children's safety camp with Joel Hunt. So make sure you tune in on Monday. We'll see you then. Thanks so much. I'm Shelley Whitehead.